lot of folks have questions when they receive our box, why the two remotes? The factory remote, which is this remote here, we don't particularly like it. However, it is very functional, but there are some shortcomings. One, as you look at the remote, just optically, you'll see there's no keyboard on the back of the remote. That reduces the functionality, meaning that if you're looking for a movie, TV show, through any one of the apps, Video on Demand or Kodi, you have to just use the individual arrow or cursor letter by letter by letter, very similar to what you have to do on Fire Stick. On our MX3 remote, Air Mouse, there's a total keyboard, both numeric and alpha, that you can use that will essentially allow you to just simply place the letters and or numbers in the appropriate spots. The nice thing about this is if you're using it, you can go to live TV by just simply hitting live TV or hitting BOD. It does have a power button, but it doesn't have an air mouse. In other words, although it has a mouse button, the mouse once again is controlled by the 4 up, down, right, left arrows surrounding the OK button. We just consider it unusable. So we set that aside. This is the remote that has been popular throughout the last 10 years we've been selling our devices. It's called the MX3 Air Mouse. It does have a floating cursor on your screen. That cursor can be controlled by the OK button. So once you find something that you want, place your arrow over it, just simply hit the OK button. There are surrounding that OK button 4 separate buttons. When you get into various apps, you can use those to go up, down, right, left. More importantly, above the OK button are 3 buttons. The arrow, reverse arrow that looks somewhat like a fish hook is your return arrow. That will take you, by using it, 1 window previous. The one in the center, which looks like either an arrow pointing up or the outline of a home, is your home button. The button with the 4 horizontal lines is a favorites button. You would use that when you're working in Kodi and you want to place something in favorites. There is a power button which will turn on and turn off the box. In addition, and what we really like, is the mute arrow button. Again, when you're in the channel list on the live TV app in our box, if you hit this, then you can start using the up, down, right, left button. The button to the left of the mute arrow or cursor button is your mute sound audio. You want to shut the sound down, just hit that button. There is a volume control up, down. Once you've started an app, live TV, or any of the other apps where there is audio, you can turn that audio up or down with your volume button. This button here, the page up and down, has no real function. The other thing we really like about this is there is a microphone button, which when you're in Google Apps, YouTube, or Google, or Chrome, you can use this, talk into it, and it does have a voice to text function. In addition, there is this button here, which is a light button. When you hit that button, it will turn on a light, giving you actually a real nice access to lighting in the back during evening hour use. I would ignore all of the other functions with the exception of these numerics. Once you're in live TV, which I'm going to demonstrate in a moment, each network in live TV has a numeric coordinating number. And by just simply typing that number on your keypad, it will take you to the network that you're wanting to use or view. So, with with that being said, I'm going to flip over to the keyboard on this MX3 mouse, air mouse. Keyboard is pretty self-described. It would be used just like any other keyboard. There are some functions that you want to be aware of. One, if you want to go from alpha to numeric, you just simply hit one time the Alt button. Caps, again, just hit caps one time. There is an escape button, which means you will return to one window back. There is a back button or delete button just below the letter P. And there is a enter button below your back button. 4 arrow buttons, just like on the front of the app or remote, you can also use up, down, right, left on this keyboard. All your numerics are above the top or on the top row. So when you hit Alt from 0 to P or Q to P, you'll be able to go to 1 through 0 when you're in the keyboard. So that essentially is your MX3 air mouse. We love it. It comes with everyone.